Alright, what is up guys, my name is Ray Viper, and today in this video I am making my 300th video. Holy crap, that's a lot of videos, and yeah, I feel like it just sort of snuck up on me. I was going through my analytics and video manager, and it was saying how I had 299 videos, and that's a lot of times I've clicked the upload button. But anyways, for my 300th video, I wanted to give you guys... Got a notification. Anyway, for my 300th video, I wanted to give you guys something special. Since you guys really like my story time, I noticed that they get a lot of views in a short amount of time and a lot of likes, just a lot of love all around over the few years that I've been telling these stories. I decided to put together a compilation of just all my stories, all in one, just all the funny moments, and yeah. Hope you guys enjoy it, because honestly, I was laughing at it, and if I don't know. I don't think I'm that funny of a person, but for these story times to do as good as they do in the short amount of time as they do, you guys just eat this stuff up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I love putting it together. With that being said, thank you guys for pushing me to do 300 videos. So yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Once the boyfriend left, she'd always talk bad about this dude. I mean, nothing good to say whatsoever. She would say he's fat, ugly, clingy, and all this other bullcrap. But as soon as he joined back, it was, "Aw, baby, I love you. Oh my god. Oh, I love you so much." But as soon as he left the party, it was just back to sneak dissing. After I get done reading all these BS text messages, my friend texts me and he's like, "I don't care how many times she's broken my heart. I don't care how many times we've been separated. I love her. Look, if you want to be with him, stay with him, because I don't want him texting me in the middle of the night saying, 'Oh, dude, I FaceTimed her and Ray Queese was in the background and he was ass naked and I think they were doing something nasty.'" Alright, so it all starts in the morning. Alright, I was having a pretty terrible day, just off rip. I went to go get out of bed this morning. Didn't realize I fell asleep with my phone, and you guys already know iPhones, they break very easily if you drop them on their face. So I'm looking at this Michelin Man looking guy, this freaking Pillsbury Doughboy, and no joke, it looks like he has 2 full turkey dinners on his arms and like an extra 3 on both of his thighs. Like, kid was chunky. So that really caught me off guard. And when I seen the kid in front of me, he had his hand cocked back in the air, and I'm like, I'm about to get bitch slapped right now, aren't I? This kid freaking Mr. Miyagi Jackie Chan judo chopped me right in the freaking neck. Chilling with about 240 pounds on my stomach, and this kid is slowly crawling up my body. But as he was crawling up my body, his singlet started to come off a little bit, and I'm like, oh no, that ain't good. Since this kid was pretty big, he had legit boobs. He had titties. So when he was crawling up me and his singlet was falling off, those things just popped out, and they were like on my arm. It was weird. I couldn't bridge out of it. They were legit weighing my arm down, and I'm trying to get out. My upper body is completely surrounded in freaking fatty meat, and he's starting to make his way to my face at this point. So I'm getting scared. Like, I'm sure this kid is about to suffocate me. So I start pushing him, but I get a handful of his man boob, right? His man boob. No, so I get a handful of his man boob, and I'm trying to push it up and away from my face, but it doesn't work. He does like this little hippo bounce. I don't know what he did, but he bounced, and it ended up coming all down on top of my nose, and oh my gosh, I don't know how to say this without getting too embarrassed. He had his boob in my mouth. He pulled up his strap like he had just got done breastfeeding. Like, it was, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Which is kind of messed up, because like, we get the cheesecake from the church people, and like, if the church people are trying to give us cheesecake with fucking glass in it, you know, what the fuck? Anyway, so I noticed that the cheesecake is like a little gritty, you know, kind of felt like it was like sand or something in the cheesecake, like grinding in between my molars and stuff. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was just like the Oreo just being extra crumbly or whatever. So I just continue to eat it. I'm like, I got cheesecake. The moral of the story is, don't be me. don't be fucking stupid. Don't eat glass. My sushi. So I went to go pick one up, and literally I sucked so bad at using chopsticks I couldn't even get it off the plate. Like, it was actually kind of hilarious to watch me struggle. They all laughed at me. So Tracy's boyfriend is like, here, you pathetic human being, I'll just pick it up for you. So he picks it up, and guys, I must be blind because I did not see this guy when he took the sushi and wrapped it in frickin' wasabi. I don't know how I did not notice that the sushi was black at first and then was pretty much green after he got done with it. So I go eat the sushi off the chopsticks, and as I'm about to close my mouth upon the sushi, he pokes it kinda, and you know, like, make sure it actually gets in there, and yes, it got in there. So as he jabs wasabi filled sushi at my uvula, I almost died. Like, literally, I actually felt as if I was dying. Every time I would try to inhale, the wasabi would like penetrate both my nostrils and send them ablaze. I couldn't breathe, my eyes were watering, I was wheezing. And you know what everybody at the table was doing, including my girlfriend? Trying to help you, right, Viper? No. They were all dying laughing. And probably the most jacked up part about it is that when I went to go reach for my water, Tracy instantly swoops in and is like, oh no, this won't help you. You're screwed. Imagine a turtle head. And imagine that on a human. I don't know, his mom has some explaining to do. So you got the kids in the locker room, some of them are yelling, oh, fight, oh my gosh, kick his butt, kill him, break his neck. Don't be that guy. Like, you don't have to be that guy. Like, you may think that you have to be that guy. And guys, you know how in the animes where, like, you got the little Japanese anime dude and you got the Japanese anime chick, and then the chick walks past and got her boobs all shaking and stuff, and then the dude's just having a nosebleed and stuff? Well, that was me. Not the chick with the anime boobs. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Every time this chick's knee would hit my knee, instantly a pint of blood lost right out my nostrils. One day she crossed her leg with mine, and basically the ER had to be called. To say the least about Christian, he'll play tricks on you. Like, he likes to play pranks. So he walks in, he sits down with us and stuff, but he's on the opposite side of the lunch table. So he's sitting, having a conversation, laughing it up and stuff, and I feel this, like, hand on my thigh, and I'm like, oh snap, it must be LaDasha trying to get freaky again. So I kid you not, I start moving my thigh to where the hand was. And I looked down, and this didn't belong to Bon Queef Quee. Like, this wasn't her hand. I was like, somebody get me a calculator, cause this ain't adding up. I look over at Lene and she's on her phone. She's not even paying us any attention. Meanwhile, I look back over at my friend and he's like, surprise, motherfucker. I do think I know what was so funny. I think we were making fun of Raj's mole. You guys know how Krillin from Dragon Ball Z has those like 6 little dots on his head? We were saying how if Raj rubbed his forehead enough, maybe he could go Super Saiyan. When he'd look away and he'd turn back and look at the table, we'd all be going. That's so jacked up now that I think about it. So in a mixture of all the laughter and stuff, apparently one of the carrots fell out of his mouth and onto his plate. And as he was picking them up and throwing them at me, he picked up the one that fell in his mouth. Now keep in mind, I'm laughing. My mouth is open and I'm just laughing my ass off. Wait, my mouth was open. Pause, no homo. He picks up the carrot and throws it at me. This carrot did not miss like all the other ones. He threw it and it landed right on my lip. And when that happened, I was just trying to wipe my lip down, trying to get all the saliva off my face. Meanwhile, my friends are over there looking like their dog just got shot or something. They're all over there like... I'm like, what? What the heck is wrong with y'all? And then that's when my friend James had to break it down to us and explain what the heck he just witnessed. Alright, so that carrot came out of his mouth, right? Yeah. I mean, his mouth was on it, right? Yeah. And then it hit your lip, right? Yeah, but I wiped it off. Nah, you just can't wipe something like that off, homie. You can't just do that. That carrot was in his mouth, it touched your mouth. That means y'all just inadvertently, hypothetically kissed. gay, homie. When that happened, I was heated. So I started coming up with a plan to try to get back at Raj, right? So this is what I did. I was going to get up, throw my lunch away, and when he turned his head, I was going to just run and just punch him in the back of the head as hard as possible. Like I said, we were all ghetto. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me, all right? You stop doing that. And I'll never forget, he looked up at me and was like, dude, are you serious? Was it the right thing to do? No. Do I apologize for it? No. Kinda. Alright, yo, what is up, guys? My name is Ray Viper, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about the first time I ever got my pee-pee touched. Don't worry, it was by a doctor. Wait, my uncle's a doctor, right? Anyway. I swear, I was a little thug when I was younger. I didn't care. I wasn't gonna let that doctor ruin my day. I'd kick his butt. Bacon in one hand, milk in the other hand, dude. And I was hyped from watching WWE from the night before. Dude, I was so ready. I was sitting in the car like, yeah, let that doctor say something stupid to me. I'll give him the worst 619 into the sweet chin music he's ever had in his life. And then my mom's like, well, you see, it's not a normal checkup, sweetie. They're gonna have to touch your... And then my dad swoops in and he's like... I look over there and it looks like he's doing gestures to land a plane or something. He's over there looking like he's doing call-outs in Call of Duty. And I'm like, Pops, you alright, fam? He's like, yeah, I just had a piece of bacon stuck in my throat. Don't worry, I'm alright. Hey, Sean, how about how's about you and me go to Dairy Queen today, huh? Huh? That sounds like fun, right? I don't know why I made my dad sound like a mobster, but, you know, alright, on with the story. So, of course, I was down for Dairy Queen. I was like, heck yeah, let's go. It rolls around to noon. I throw my shoes on and we get in the car. So, I'm looking out of the window, you know, because that's all there is to do when you're in a car. I didn't own a cell phone back then, so that was out of the question. And as we're driving, I see that we're passing Dairy Queen. And I'm like, yo, Dad, Dairy Queen's like right there. And my parents are those parents where, like, if they can't explain something and it's kind of serious, they'll start yelling at you. So my dad, just not wanting to explain, was just in the front seat sweating bullets. Turns around, gives me the Luigi death stare, and he's like, Dwayne, shut your ass up before I jump back there and slap the shit out of you. So we go in there, we sit down, and I get my number called. And this weird, tall, Slenderman looking mother trucker comes from behind the desk and he's like, are you Dwayne Johnson? And I'm like, yeah, who wants to know? He's like, come on, step into my office. And he tries to butter me up and giving me some stickers and some suckers and whatnot. So I walk into his office and he's like, go on, take a seat. So I'm sitting down, my dad's right behind me, and he's like, can you lay down for me? And I'm like, sure, yeah, I'll recline, I don't care. And then he looks at me, slowly walks over, and he does the thing where, you know, you know the things that the doctors do when they slap on the glove and they pull it down a little bit and make it do the little snapping motion. He stands right in front of me and he's like, undo your pants. And nothing could have prepared me for what was about to happen. He had cold hands. And the worst part about it is he lays me flat, looks me dead in the eyes, and touches my nutsack. Oh my, no. Dude, I'm having bad memories just thinking about it right now while telling the story. Dude, I'm done. I'm done. I don't even want to tell the story anymore. It's bad. And when he opened up the doors, we both got in the car. I was just sort of looking out of the window, all depressed. My dad looks in the back seat. He's like, you alright, man? And I just slightly whisper the words, take me to Dairy Queen. It's gross. And I have to witness it every single freaking day. Like I said, it's one thing to kiss and hold hands, but when you straight up got her bent over sideways, freaking hit it from the back in the lunch line, like, come on, fam, that is disgusting. Like, and I don't want to witness it. We'll be in the lunch line, right? And he'll look around, he'll be like, oh, the ghost is here. Let me just... And my friend Ash is just like, like any normal person with a headache. And when I open up my eyes, I am greeted with this face of just anger and disappointment. She's like, So before I can open up my eyes fully, and I'm still kind of squinting, she takes her crusty, dusty, old Bojangles finger and scrapes the inside of my ear. And I'm just like, oh my god. And she's just looking at me like, come on, Mr. Grumpy, get up. And she's like, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. And I'm like, lady, it's the freaking evening. It's 2:30 and you are saying good morning. Please get out of my face. And I'm just looking at her like, lady, look, see, I don't want to have to slither up on you like a slithery little snake and have to RKO you, like, chilling in my house. Well, my grandparents' house, because, you know, I'm only 16. I don't have a home. That's actually a story time for another day. I mean, who gave you the permission to sit in here all day? Like, you don't pay bills. I mean, I don't either, but shut up. Like, you don't wash the dishes here. I mean, I rarely do the dishes sometimes, and grandparents always on my ass about that, but you know, we're not talking about that right now. My stomach is developing the bubble guts again. So like any other person, I get up and I go to the bathroom. So I go through the normal procedures of getting ready to take a shit, and I'm trying to make this snappy. Mistake number 2, not checking for spiders. As you guys know, they are all over my house. I've been through this before, and as you can see, fucking centipedes are coming too. But yeah, so as I'm about to sit down, an ISIS member runs right across my toe. Peter Parker himself ran out of my cabinets, across my foot, and out of my bathroom. Needless to say, I lost it. For some reason, my initial reaction wasn't to pull my pants up and run away. No, I had to lean back, and I fell in the toilet. Luckily, no poop had left me yet, so I didn't have a wet, poopy anus. So I did like any normal dude would do. Any 16-year-old dude would do, I should say. I grabbed my grandmother's perfume and I sprayed it down until it died. And after that, I took one of the best poops imaginable. Mr. Johnson wakes up every morning at 5:30, and Mr. Johnson goes to school every day. Mr. Johnson eats the school lunch every single day. Mr. Johnson, on some days, develops the bubble guts. The bubble guts are not good. So when Mr. Johnson gets home, he goes to the bathroom. He does various things on the toilet. Interpret that however you want to. Just know, you're nasty. Well, as Mr. Johnson is sitting on the toilet, he looks up. Why does he look up? Because he feels like he's being stared at. And that's the worst feeling to have while you're in a situation like that. You don't want to be spied on the toilet. I mean, that's not a good thing. So he looks up, and what does he see in the corner of the bathroom? A spider. Yeah, those little thing with all those legs and all those eyes and all that crap. Mr. Johnson instantly just packs up all his things and just, you know, leaves. It's just hella awkward, man. You'd be walking by and then you see Peter Parker just sitting on your freaking couch or something, and he jumps off and he starts running at you and he bites at your ankles. Instead of fight ISIS, we should fight all the spiders. Every single last one of them, until they're all dead. I mean, think about it. We're using all these explosives and weapons and all this armory to kill each other, but in reality, spiders are ISIS.
Really got it. I don't think that I can get over all of my problems. I've been thinking, who the fuck am I to disagree? I heard I'm pretty dope, so I guess I got to oblige inside. I've been plotting on the way that we could elevate a massacre the track with your skill. I never hesitate. I put a lot of time into the craft to make it resonate. I regulate with repetition. I could be the greatest, but ever me illogical, the other have elated. Practice all the patience that I got in my attendant mind. I minimize the ignorance, so in a minute I make it relatable. Evade the negativity at all costs. Trying to find my way, I'm feeling so lost. Find me in the zone, I gotta focus. But that can be an issue. I'm addicted to the work. It's all I ever wanna do. Pursue the purpose that I'm pleading for and need more than pity. Many minuscule opinions picking apart the immaculate, happily apathetic and naturally authentic. Descendants is sentimental, like the words are just a piece of my soul.